Arrested, UFC judge Dana White and Islam Makhachev knock a reporter. According to rumours, a UFC judge who was stationed in Texas has been detained and accused of having personal contact with two minors. A tax-related MMA official who has worked on numerous UFC events is accused of two offences involving child sex, according to MMA Junkie. This month, felony charges of aggravated assault with a kid and indecency with a child were brought against Robert Griffin Alexander, age 49. Alexander was a certified MMA official who started refereeing matches in 2011 after completing John McCarthy's command course, according to his profile on his website of the Global Association of Mixed Martial Arts. Alexander worked as an aerospace engineer. The Texas Department of Licensing and Registration, the Alabama Athletic Commission and the Tennessee State Athletic Commission have all granted him a license. He has worked in numerous famous promoters' events such as the UFC, Bellator and LFA. In addition to various regional programs, Alexander has served as a judge at other UFC fights and bouts. The most recent event was UFC 271, during which he gave Roxana Ferry a contentious 29-28 score in her favour in a split decision loss to Casey O'Neill. Additionally, Derek Lewis vs Sarah Gore was the main event of a fight that Alexander judged at UFC 265 in 2021. At UFC 247, which featured John Jones vs Dominic Reyes as its main event, he also recounts two bounces. Aljamain Stolen vs Hnenry Cejudo is the next matchup that makes the most sense for the Bantamweight Championship, according to Dana White, following too many stallings victory over TJ DeLaza at UFC 280. Just your opinion about the battleweight division, right? About Hnenry Cejudo, that work. You like that, maybe, and you don't give a shit. Why are you asking me if you don't even give a shit? Because he's a champion right now, and he could take any other questions you just want to ask that one. You had mentioned Hnenry Cejudo. Did you have any conversations with him in regards to his return? And no. That guy was just in the top of my head. He asked me that question. I said maybe Hnenry Cejudo would be fun. He didn't think so, but I don't know, maybe other people do. But have you guys spoken to Hnenry recently? Well, you know, Henry's been out there talking and he wants to come back. And he wants you to know, and I think, how long has he been back in the USADA pool? Anybody know how long he's been back in the pool? No, 6 months yet. So you know he could fight. Maybe you do him an Aljamain Sterling. Next, that again everybody's going to write that I said that the next fight that's what's going to be written, but I'm just saying that would be a great fight for him. I'm sure Hnenry Cejudo will be happy to hear that. Well, congratulations. I'll just saying you continue to keep beating my leftovers. Congratulations, I took that dude out in 32 seconds. Anyhow, the baby, my puppy, is right here. Dude, let's not forgive all you got your babysitting by belt. Are you sorry? 135 pounder, there's one king and his name is Triple C. You're gonna get it, sign the contract, huh? As a result of his victory over Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev is now listed as the third best pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC for men. I'm following Sean O'Malley's victory over Peter Yan via split decision at UFC 280. The top contender in the bantamweight class right now is O'Malley. About 5 boys but happy, without played out as far, landed big shots. Ate some big shots probably. He was throwing every time. I was out orthodox and he was south. Probably throw this in his left body kick so sneaky and so fast. That's just, I know the levels of this game. And he's, I knew going into it, I said, he's the best version of that style. That little proved it. A quick kick to the body, landed a couple of good punches, didn't feel super strong on the takedowns, and he had some good entries where he was pretty deep on the shots towards. I had my legs, I took me down, didn't really feel like I was in any danger too much on my back. I didn't land too many shots while I was on the ground. That left hand, we knew this camp too, like we were both southpaw, that left hand is going to be a weapon. And then Michael and Back went back in the corner and typically just trust that the left hand there were the big southpaw. I just don't want to overcommit to anything, I just let it wing. Wobble, this wobble, then a bit, that knee bro, I got a chunk of my knee missing from his face bro. I'm effing sore, boys, I ain't gonna lie. So sore, my feet every time I fight you. My feet hurt from kicking elbows, kicking shins, kicking anything. Chicken shit hurts, so my feet are both sore. My knees are pretty sore. My hands really feel good. I had this new guy wrap my hands, dude named Bob. Bob's a legend, bro. Bob wrapped my hands so good that I was able to keep winging those bad boys. In some behind the scenes video, Islam Makhachev can be seen rejoicing with the crew after receiving the lightweight title from Charles Oliveira. So that's all in response to the rumours that an MMA judge was arrested for child abuse and some new challenges that have been added to the list. And after that, some outstanding quotes from legendary fighters celebrating their most recent triumph. In general, there's a lot going on in the MMA scene, and surprises still abound. In this sometimes brutal and indiscriminate sport, you never know what may happen to you next. What do you think about these fresh topics?